Hey there folks, this is Joe coming to you from home with an update on this restoration of the Goldwing. Well, the other night after I got the carbs on, I started it up and there was a lot of blue oil coming out, and that's because of oil that was in the exhaust system. But now that it's daytime, I can actually see the color of the smoke, and turns out that it's not oil, it's actually antifreeze coolant. And this should have been on the full line, and it's actually a lot lower. It's burning antifreeze, so it's got a blown head gasket. Not sure which one. Since it's not really a dual exhaust, even though it has two pipes, it's hard to tell which one it's coming out of, but I might as well go ahead and change them both. So I kind of figured there was going to be a possibility that I'd have to pull the heads off, but you know, given the bike's 30 years old, can't expect the head gasket to stand that, I guess, last that long. But hopefully it's not a cracked head or anything like that. But I'll go ahead and start it up, and it'll start to smoke, and I'll let you see that. I got the carbs all adjusted. I still have to sync them. I haven't done that yet. It actually runs pretty good. But once you let it run for a little bit, it'll start to smoke pretty good. That's not really doing it now, but give it a second, it will. That's oil right there. A little bit of oil still. Now it's coming out. That's white smoke. So I got a either blown head gasket or a cracked head. I'm pretty sure it's just a gasket. So I am going to have to pull the heads off. I don't think that's overly bad, but obviously that's more work. So, see, after you've been idling for a little bit, it doesn't seem to do it as bad. Yeah, that's definitely white smoke. That's steam. Well, it is what it is. That's better than burning oil. So anyhow, there's no sense in doing just one head. I might as well pull them both off. I mean, that's going to be more work involved, and you know, might as well go ahead and replace the timing belts and all that. But that's her. I got you know, the idle mixture screws all adjusted. I ended up going about 3 turns out. It's really kind of hard to tell on these, because even when you turn the idle screws in all the way, it doesn't make that much of a difference. But so you have to open them up real slow. But you can see it starts right up. And I had noticed that the temperature was getting kind of hot, and so, well, not in the red, but it didn't take very long at all for this thing to warm up. Fires right up. So I suppose one way I can tell is to pull the spark plugs out, and that'll kind of tell me which one's burning engine coolant. I mean, it could be both of them. But something told me that when I was doing all this, I should have went ahead and pulled the heads off anyways, but I was being lazy. They're really easy to get to. I mean, all I'd really have to do is just disconnect the intake manifolds. I don't actually have to pull the carbs out. Just take the ports off. And I don't have the clamps on anyway, so it's really easy. I will have to pull the radiator back off. See, if this had true dual exhaust, that would kind of let me know which one's doing it. But I know it's burning antifreeze because my level dropped way too much. And so I know that's what it is. But I know she looks dirty, guys. You know, I did pressure wash it, but once I get everything back together and all the covers painted and all that stuff back on, and maybe polish the heads and stuff like that, she's gonna look really good. But I like it. I actually test drove it, and pretty nice bike. I like the way it rides. Not quite as powerful. Is that correct? Yeah. Anyways, not quite as powerful as my GL1200, but I see why they call this an interstate bike, because when I got it up to speed at about 60 miles an hour, I mean, the RPM was really low, so I like that. It's not whining out like my GL1200 does. But tell me what you guys think. I think it's antifreeze, that the coolant that's being burnt, that's not oil. Some of it was oil because that's what was left in the exhaust system. But I checked the oil this morning and it's still right where it's supposed to be. And it's been sitting for over a day, so it's not burning oil. But it's definitely antifreeze. So that's all I got. You guys take care of yourself. Leave your comments in the comment section and look forward to hearing from you. So long.